Tim Cossey and I were at a recent event in Tucson, and there were many people there from Marana and Oro Valley. It's truly amazing how many people are aware of our challenge to 4 Marana Town Council incumbents. Listen to some of the things they said about our campaign.
We're fairly new to Marana, but we understand that the current council has been there for a long time, and it appears to us that it could use some new blood. I think folks in our neighborhood will be happy with, again, some new blood.
Well, a lot of the people that I've talked to that know Marana really well are looking for a change. They would like some new blood in, and Mark, Tim, and Patrick represent that change. They will be very happy.
The current council, they've just been doing it for too long. It's time for a change, and I really think that Mark, Patrick, and Tim, they're the kind of leaders we need.
You have to vote for Patrick, Tim, and Mark for Marana Town Council because they are the real deal.
We got Patrick, Tim, and Mark running for Marana Town Council. And one of the biggest issues with Marana is our water. You know, we're concerned about water issues and resiliency and future development. And we got to be wiser with conservation and things that we're doing to preserve what we have now so that we can plan and have stuff available for the future. So I think Patrick, Mark, and Tim would be good for Marana Town Council so that we could tackle these issues. And also our open space or our green spaces with the Sonoran Desert, it's a unique ecosystem that we need to protect, and to just have it continued for open development is not really sustainable. We need to work better at planning ways of doing green development where we can actually incorporate the desert environment into any future development plans.
Well, I think the Marana Town Council needs new blood. Certainly the other people have done well over time, but we really need to look to the future, because what are we going to do with all the water? We see all these builders going up, and are we really going to have enough water to continue to grow like this? We need sensible, clear leadership, and I think Patrick, Tim, and Mark are the people who can give it to us.
This gentleman talked about affordable housing as well.
Well, you know, the housing market right now is absurd. I mean, you can't even buy a resale house for the price that it's listed for. They all go $10,000, $15,000, $30,000 more, and that's just pricing out first-time home buyers. You know, how is a young person ever going to get their first home? Because that's where most families build their equity. And so we need these new people who can think about our new people in town so that we can have housing not only for the very well off, the people who have been in houses and they've appreciated, but for the people who are coming from the first time and wanting to buy a house for their family, but instead are finding it just too expensive. There has to be some ways that the developers can still make money, which is what they're in the business to do, and yet have a lot wider spread of housing costs so that the housing for new home buyers is available in Marana. If you want new families to come to Marana, you have to have the housing for them.
I think that Marana is a wonderful city and it needs the best people on the town council. I know Mark, Patrick, and Tim, and I think they would be great additions to the council. They are going to move Marana into the future, dealing with the water issues that are going to affect everyone in the near future. I really think those 3 men are the people we need on the council.
The current council, they've just been doing it for too long. It's time for a change. And I really think that Mark, Patrick, and Tim, they're the kind of leaders we need.
I want smart development in Marana. I want them to be considerate of people's opinions. And I think that there's room for growth. But I think we need to be mindful. And water is one of my areas that I'm concerned about.
All right, we really need to vote for Patrick, Mark, and Tim for Marana Town Council. These guys will help provide expertise to help Marana be a better place for everyone.
This is authorized and paid for by friends of Patrick Kavanaugh, Tim for Marana, and Mark for Marana.